about the ESPYs. Okay, let's talk about the ESPYs. Overall, let me explain something. We're going through a lot of reactions there. This was such an action-packed weekend for sports. Such an action-packed weekend for sports. I mean, we're talking about UFC, tennis, golf, basketball. We're talking about the Euros. We're talking about ESPYs. Like, this has been such an action-packed weekend. It's not even funny. But overall, I am glad. I am happy that it is an action-packed weekend. We talked about a couple of awards that were going to be awarded to people. We talked about Chris Nikic receiving the Jimmy B Award. We talked about Marcus Rashford receiving the Pat Tillman Award. But let's get to new ones, okay? Best team. That went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not going to name every award because if I do, we're going to be here all day. But best team, that went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Best championship moment went to the LA Dodgers winning the World Series. Best athlete in men's sports, that went to the GOAT Tom Brady, as it should. I'm going to be honest with you. Best coach, Tara Vanderveer, excuse me. Overall, best college athlete for women's sports, that went to Paige Beckers. Best championship performance, Simone Biles, credit to her. Best play, Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray launching a Hail Mary to DeAndre Hopkins against the Buffalo Bills. Best game, the NCAA men's Final Four, Gonzaga defeats UCLA 93-90. I'm going to be honest, that's probably the best game right there. I'm going to be real. That is right there is the best game, I think, because that was absolutely an amazing game to watch. Best breakout athlete, that went to LaMelo Ball. Best athlete in women's sports, that went to Naomi Osaka. Best record-breaking performance, Russell Westbrook, Washington Wizards breaks Oscar Robinson's 47-year triple-double record with 182. Credit to Russell Westbrook. He had himself an amazing year. Best college athlete in men's sports, Devontae Smith of Alabama. Best NFL player, that went to Tom Brady. Best MLB player, that went to Shohei Ohtani. Best NBA player, shockingly, that went to Steph Curry. Hey, look, but Steph Curry had himself an amazing year, so credit to him. I mean, honestly, credit to Steph Curry. Best NHL player. Here's where it gets questionable. Patrick Kane. Personally, no disrespect to Patrick Kane. Obviously, a great player. I think he's a great NHL player. I think that should have went to Connor McDavid. I think Connor McDavid had himself an amazing year, and I think that's who it should have went to right there. But they gave it to Patrick Kane. You could have gave it to, honestly, you could have gave it to a lot of people. You know, Connor McDavid's one. You know, you could have did David Pastrnak. You could have did Braden Point. But I think Connor McDavid, without a doubt, the historic year that he had in such a short season, I think he should have won Best NHL player. Best WNBA player went to Breanna Stewart. Congratulations to her. Well deserved. She's had herself an amazing year. Best athlete for men's golf, Phil Mickelson, and then best athlete for women's golf, Si Young Kim. Credit to them, absolutely. Personally, best athlete for golf. That's a tough one. Phil Mickelson, he had himself an amazing moment, becoming the oldest golfer to win a major. So I gotta give him a lot of credit on that. Best international athlete for women's soccer, that went to Sam Mewis, or I believe I pronounced that right. Best driver went to Lewis Hamilton of F1. And overall, there's many other categories we can go to. Best international athlete, that went to Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a great guy to give it to. Best boxer went to Tyson Fury. That's questionable. I think that should have went to Canelo myself. I think that should have went to Canelo, but they gave it to Tyson Fury, so congratulations. Best MMA fighter went to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Kamaru Usman, I think, had himself a really good year, so I think it could have went to him as well. Best athlete in men's tennis went to Novak Djokovic. Best athlete in women's tennis went to Naomi Osaka. Again, I do agree with that. Credit to both, and they both had great years. And overall, we can keep on going on and on. But overall, this has been a great year for sports. It really has. And all those people, they are really deserving of those awards. You know, some of them I kind of disagree with, but overall, they are deserving of those awards. You know, the ESPYs are one of the most decorated awards in sports because it not only just focuses on one sport, but it focuses on many more. You know, and again, like people like, again, Tom Brady, great year. Steph Curry, great year. You look at Naomi Osaka, great year. These people really deserved it, you know? So overall, you know, the ESPYs are definitely one of the best. Again, it's one of the best awards you could possibly get as an athlete. And to all the winners of the ESPYs and all the people who won, again, congratulations to you guys, to all the nominees. Congratulations on being nominated. It really is an honor just to be nominated as well, let alone win the award. And with that being said, I'll pass on to you, Nate.
Yeah, Mario. The ESPYs was great. And there are some that I didn't agree with either. Like, for example, like you said, the best hockey player, Patrick Kane. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, I love Patrick Kane. You know, Patrick Kane's a future Hall of Famer in the NHL. But like you said, it could have went to Connor McDavid, the league's MVP. You could have even made a case for David Pastrnak or Braden Point. Um, guys like that. But honestly, I was a little shocked by that one. Again, the boxing one I had a bit of a disagreement with as well. I personally think it should have went to Canelo as well. Um, I look at the other awards on best team, Tampa Bay Lightning. Excuse me, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Excuse me. I do agree with that, even though they're a division rival of mine. Um, but other people could have made a case for like the Lightning or maybe even the Dodgers. Although I don't think the Dodgers would have made it because they did win their championship in a shortened season. So I honestly don't think they would have even made that case. But you could have made a case for the Tampa Bay Lightning. You could have made a case for a team like that. Um, and that's really the only other one I can think of. But there's one moment in particular, right? I look at it, right? It was absolutely hilarious. The ESPYs roasted Ben Simmons. They were talking about how he was building orphanages, and he talked about how he was building them out of his playoff bricks. And they showed an montage of his all of his missed shots in the playoffs. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved every single second of it. No disrespect to Ben Simmons, but even you have to laugh at that. That's just too funny. But other than that, Mark, other than that, I do agree with all the other awards given. There was one in particular that had me a bit emotional, and that was when Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair won an SP for the best moment. That was for WWE. And the reason why that stands out so much to me is because when I watched WrestleMania this year with my brother, seeing the crowd again for a year, obviously it took a lot out of it, but it took a lot out of all of us because we haven't seen a crowd in wrestling in a while, or even in sports in general. But the reason why it stands out to me in particular is because I talked about this many times. I am a black man. And to see two black women in the ring together, sharing a moment, being in front of a live crowd for the first time in over a year, that really did get me and my brother emotional. That was an emotional moment for us black folks out here, So shout out to the black community. It was a very touching moment. Even they got emotional in the beginning, but when the bell rang, I'll even put it in the description down below if I can find it on YouTube. But when the bell rang, they were looking at the crowd. Bianca Belair ended up starting to cry, and it was just a really emotional moment. It was the first time two black people got to host a main event in WrestleMania history, and it was not only just done by black people; it was done by black women. So it just really continues the black excellence, and I absolutely love to see that. And that was just the award I absolutely love to see the most. So congratulations to them, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, and congratulations to everybody that won an ESPYS over the weekend. Overall, it was a really great event, and I really enjoyed it. And best of luck to all you guys moving forward.